Welcome to Remote Spaces. What you're about to watch is some documentation of a project put on by the CAD Factory in 2012. This project invited musicians, Australian musicians, who are more familiar with inner city venues in our capital cities, and asked them to come out to regional New South Wales and to put on concerts in remote and unusual locations. The aim of this project was firstly to share Australian music that's normally associated with our cities, to share that out in the country regions, but also to put a spotlight on the townships and the people and those remote and disused spaces that exist out there. The locations we chose for these shows varied. Show 1 was held in a sprawling scrapyard in Owra near Wagga Wagga. To a small intimate audience, we had performances by Peter Fenton and Jason Walker, and then by Jack Ladder. In addition to this, we invited 3 regional filmmakers to document these shows and to cut together a film clip for each act.
This is for Vic and Sarah. This is called Love Makes Everything Swell. It's off a solo record I did, I think about 4 or 5 years ago.
Love makes everything swell, makes everything seem bigger than hell. Birds diving together in a swoon. You're like you're attached to a hot air balloon. You know love makes everything swell. Love makes everything swell. Turns everything on its head. Twists and turns in and out of bed. Rises up inside you like a wave. Drops you in a current where you cannot behave. You know love makes everything swell. Love makes everything swell. Like it fell down from a tree, swirled around you in a sunshine breeze, makes you wanna move your hips, even more you wanna kiss those lips. You know love makes everything swell. Love makes everything swell. Love can move behind your back, make everything you know turn black. Love can move behind your heart, the same power tearing at your heart. You know love can break your heart. Love can break your heart. Oh, love makes everything swell. Love makes everything swell.
fist raised high, now heads bowed down. You let your guard drop, but once I swore, missed, and then you knocked me out. Well, I woke up in another country, and I pulled my head out of the ground. I got a postcard from my family doctor, and read your test results are in the clouds. When your heart breaks, it makes a beautiful sound. And now I'm working in a lemon orchard. I pick the lemons to make lemonade. You drink the juice, you don't taste the fruit. You get the warmth without the burning pain. Well, I know I'm on a sinking ship. From the mast I watched the whole fleet drown. Ain't no I'm going overboard, and say call me when you're back in town. When your heart breaks, it makes a beautiful sound. When your heart breaks, it makes a beautiful sound. When your heart breaks, it makes a beautiful sound. When your heart breaks, it makes a beautiful sound. Well, it's the wick burning out on a candle, a lethal dose piercing a vein, the last spin of a propeller as the engine fails on a plane. All six strings snapping at once, the flood's first drop of rain, a cheap backstabbing in an alleyway, or a bullet in the president's brain. The sound remains the same. When your heart breaks, it makes a beautiful sound. When your heart breaks, it makes a beautiful sound. When your heart breaks, it makes a beautiful sound. When your heart breaks, it makes a beautiful sound. When your heart breaks, it makes a beautiful sound. When your heart breaks, it makes a beautiful sound. When your heart breaks, it makes a beautiful sound. When your heart breaks, it makes a beautiful sound. When your heart breaks, it makes a beautiful sound.
Show 2 was held in 2 locations. We started at an abandoned service station in Matong, but then when the rains came, we had to move to a community hall just up the road. Luckily, the next door neighbour from the service station happened to have the keys for the hall on his keyring, and we moved some of the set from the local play school pantomime that they were doing and put on a show featuring the Paradise Motel and the aerial maps.
Brown snake, what did you see? I saw the dead heart looking at me. Dead heart, what did you see? I saw the footsteps nearing the trees. Footsteps, what did you see? We saw the gardener trying to flee. saw the dead heart, I saw the footsteps, and I saw the God man, I saw them all looking at me, I saw drop the sound over me. Oh,
sister was 19. She found an old car with the keys still in the ignition near the bank of the estuary. She was 19 too when she left our town altogether. She left our town altogether and she never came back. Never came back. Never ever came back. In the winter of 1984, an East Coast low pressure system destroyed the fleet in their moorings, smashed the jetty and flattened half the town in a hailstorm which the Weather Bureau somehow forgot to mention might happen. The Weather Bureau didn't say a word, no one reported it, there was no online warnings, there was nothing. The beaches on either side of the inlet disappeared in one day and the rocks of the breakwall became cliffs overnight. It was that night that she called from somewhere down the coast. I hadn't spoken to my sister in 4 years and she said, "There's a shark in our pool. There's a shark in our local seaside pool. There's a shark in our local municipal pool by the sea." "What do we do?" she said. I said, "Know how are yous? Know how you're going? Know what you've been up to? Know how's mum and dad? shark in our local pool. What do we do? So what I said was, get a blanket. Get a blanket, one of those old disposable ones. Or should I say, disposal store ones. And pick the shark up like that. Put it underneath it and scoop it out. On the Eyewitness News of the World that night, I saw my sister. They showing footage of the storm, and I saw her with the blue-eyed man whom she clearly knew a little too much, a little too well for my liking. The way he looked at her with those blue eyes, he'd seen far more, far more, far more, far more than I could ever imagine. And there was my sister and that blue-eyed man hauling that shark down to the local pool, down beside the rip, down in the estuary, down next to the sandbank. And they put that shark into the water, they tipped it in, there was a news crew, there was a crowd gathered, and that shark swam away very quickly. Shark got out of there as quick as it could. Shark disappeared, gone. Thank you.
Show 3 was held at a community church in a town called Corribamilla. Corribamilla consists of this disused church, one house, a shed and a grain silo. For this show we invited Mick Harvey and his band, and also Grace Before Meals.
October boy, born a little pointed. October boy, with a witty tongue. October boy, soon to be anointed. With a sonic gun. October boy sang his songs of sadness. October boy loved the Shangri-Las. October boy showed no signs of madness. Was close to the top, but no cigar. You're writing songs for the Book of the Dead. Well, write one, yeah, write one for me. He said, well, if you're writing songs for the Book of the Dead, well, write one for me, but not just yet. October boy, rock and roll poison. October boy bought into that myth. October boy paid the price and then some. Of an experimentalist. Left us drenched in flowers, a single rose upon the side. That guitar he wrenched and tortured. Both silent on their last ride. Well, if I write you a song, Book of the Dead, should I make it carefree or make it sad? Well, if I write you a song in that Book of the Dead, will it matter at all?
She comes back to tell me she's gone. As if I didn't know that, as if I didn't know my own bed. As if I never noticed the way she brushed her hair from her forehead. And she said, losing love is like a window in your home. Everybody sees you're blown apart. Everybody feels the wind blow. I may be obliged to defend every love, to defend every ending, but maybe there's no obligation now. Maybe there's no obligation now. Maybe there's no obligation now. 'Cause maybe I've a reason to believe. Yes, maybe I've a reason to believe. Yes, maybe I've a reason to believe that we all will be rusty, that we all will be rusty, that we all will be rusty.
Show number 4 was held at the Borey Creek Hall. Borey Creek's a small town that only 4 months earlier had suffered devastating consequences from the floods that happened in the Riverina. For this show we invited Darren Hanlon and also Princess 1.5.
For every shadow there are things that follow you. From your late night dead end job, from the old neighborhoods where you grew. There's a falling satellite,
Thought keeps me awake at night.
there's a chocolate fondue,
There's no nutritional value.
there's a ground invasion,
Complete color coordination.
there's a sleepover scream,
Bed is not a trampoline.
there's a hymn with a hand on the heart. And all these things will follow you, and all these things will follow you. Da, 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 da. Staying locked inside all day is no big deal. but I'm yet to read a travel brochure that could change the way that I feel. It's suffocating in the car.
It's just the way some families are.
It's a book you'll get around to read.
You forgot to feed.
It's an ex-boyfriend you can't forget.
A godparent you've never met.
It's the fear that began. If one single Elvis fan can be wrong, the other 49 odd million screaming others also can. And those things will follow you, and all those things will follow you, and their lights will shine right through. So when you open up your eyes, they will know you when they do. Did you steal my pen? I left it here.
Mean the one behind your ear.
You're just a piece of work, that's all.
Take me and hang me on the wall.
Away from where the guards linger.
You touched the painting with your finger.
And I was placed under gallery arrest.
It's a chance to wear your Sunday best.
And look sharp on the stand. Raise my right shaking hand. Swear everything I say is true. On a first edition copy of Peter Pan. And those things will follow you, and all those things will follow you, and their lights will shine right through. So when you open up your eyes, they will know you when they do. Yeah, and all those things will follow you, and all those things will follow you, and their lights will shine right through. So when you open up your eyes, they will know you when they do. Yeah, when you open up your eyes, everyone will know it's you. Yeah, when you open up your eyes, they will know you when they do.
Try to sing in key, my darling, come dance with me under the shade of a willow
Thank you.
Remote Spaces was a successful series of shows because it allowed us to put a spotlight on Australian music, on the Australian landscape, and on the people that live in our small remote towns. We hope this series of shows will continue into the future.